Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of the Cartridge and Disc Podcast. This is the afternoon drive here. Oh, guys, thank you for joining me. And today we're going to take a look at the Polymega disaster. What a clown show. Another one. This is your Gen X gamer here, and let's give our opinions on this disaster. You know, it almost seems like 5-6 years ago, some guys were together at some bar. You know, and they said, dude, I got this idea for a business. Let's start up some game consoles, right? And the other guy's like, what? Like, we don't know anything about that. Look, just pay attention. We'll take the money in, but we're not going to make them. We're going to say that we got in trouble, this and that and the other, you know, and eventually people will forget about it. Man. Let me tell you guys. The Polymega, when it first was announced, just like every other project, people were excited. The retro community gets really excited, which I am a part of, okay? Let me just say this. We're a bunch of degenerates. We are. We are a bunch of degenerates. And we look at any opportunity to just hoard more games and find other ways to play them, you know, and just get drunk on nostalgia or whatever. We're easy marks. We're easy marks. We have expendable income, and we can't wait, right? We can't spend the money fast enough on anything that says retro, apparently, based on these last few years. And the Polymega, let me tell you, was received quite well. It was a great idea. You know, it's a great concept, right? If you think about it, but it's very different in actuality to what was proposed, right? First, it was going to be FPGA. Well, it's not FPGA. It was going to be $250 FPGA. Now it's double that on emulation. And why is that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just take it. Just keep on paying the money and shut up. You know, and if this unit was reasonably priced for what it is, it wouldn't be a problem. But you're talking about $769 with a discount, quote unquote, for the combo package. Now, if you want other, you know, peripherals or what have you, it's going to be even more. I mean, it's insane. It's insane, right? And the fact that they've taken people's money, right, and some people are still waiting for this. I know Middle Jesus got his. He's pretty happy with his. So, you know, it's some way or another, it does work once you have it. But this price point is insane. Absolutely insane. I put a post earlier today, which is the Atari information report, right? He does the type of reporting I used to do when I had more time, when I didn't have diapers to change. So go check it out. I put a post about it. In case you guys want to go in depth into this, I'm just going to give you an overview, because there's a variable here now, which is Atari buying a minority in the company. What does minority mean? I don't know. It could be up to 49%. We don't know. What did Atari buy? I have no idea. I mean, they just announced an app, right? And you know, these companies finally got the dime. Hey, you know, let's do an app. That's where the money's at. But your customer base are collectors of physical media. You know, and I'm not feeling the app. Right? I don't want the Amica home experience. You know, they probably got that from Amico. Everybody should be doing apps. You know, if you're in business, you're in software, right? Hardware is a very hard business. But I mean, this thing has become a joke now. So I'm wondering, what did Atari buy? What exactly that they see a value in this company that they are willing to invest in? You know, who knows? I mean, they did NFTs, right? They did crypto. So maybe they're just, you know, throwing money at everything, see what sticks. But, you know, I do have a little hope, because of all the companies that crowdfunded and took people's money in, Atari is the only one that delivered and delivered multiple times. Let me tell you, I'm very happy with my walnut wood grain. Very happy with receiving it. I know it's not all that it's cracked up to be, guys. But like I said, we're degenerates. I mean, we're happy with a joystick. We're happy with a joystick and some wood grain stickers. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? But it's I'm telling you that joystick is my favorite controller, right? Even on top of the PS5. That's a hot take. And it's just because it reminds me, you know, of my youth and when I was a kid. And I love playing with that thing. Let me tell you that I love playing with that. But here, I'm just hoping, right? I'm hoping that Atari can see this great idea. Maybe they can see it through. Maybe they can find a way to make these modules, you know, 60, 80 bucks. Maybe make the base component 200 bucks. And you can go from there. You know, you can go from there and buy the different attachments or put them together, what have you. You know, and I think, right, if I had to guess, right, I think they're going to go for the individual units and trying to make those, right, sellable to the public. And that would be the way, I think that would be the way to go. Even if they keep the emulation, if you're able to insert your cart there and back it up, put your disc in there and back it up, and maybe lowering the price would go a long way, right, to something that's reasonable and more malleable for the retro public. Because right now, guys, believe it or not, the Xbox, right, and a lot of these mini computers have really changed the game up. You can buy some really powerful mini computers right now out in the market and emulate a bunch of this stuff, and emulate it pretty good. Even the Xbox Series S, I mean, you can get that for 200 bucks on sale, and you can emulate a lot of things on that. And even more if you get the Series X, because if you're looking at this bundle right now as is, and it's over $700, and you're not even getting all the peripherals with it, it's nuts. It's absolutely insanely nuts. There's no reason to buy that where you could just buy a PlayStation 5 or get an Xbox Series X, which are very powerful, right? Which are capable of rendering all these games and just emulate in the future, you know, after they get cracked. I mean, you don't even have to do that with the Xbox Series X. You can just do it right off the box. So, I mean, just the value isn't there. When you talk about Polymega, you're not talking about value. You're talking about a clown show that took people's money, and the story sounds familiar, doesn't it? Taking people's money and not delivering the product. You know, here pretty soon, if enough people start complaining, they should make a legislation on this. You know, if these companies take money, they should have a time limit. As a matter of fact, the law should say, unless you're able to deliver to retail within 120 days, you should not be able to take people's money, deposit, or anything else, right? Just make it that simple. Because at this point, I mean, if you look at Kickstarters, if you look at a lot of these companies, I mean, it's years. It's years. And there's nothing holding these companies to actually using the money that they take from you for the actual product. The kicker is when you when you press them about it, then they get offended. And it's really easy. Look, you took my money for this, and this isn't here. Therefore, you used it for something else. You're full of crap. You can just sum it up that easily. I don't want to hear the excuses. If you took the money, it's because you were capable of doing it. So that means you took my money not knowing fully that you were capable of doing it. And that makes it, right, scam territory for me, right? If I'm just taking money and I don't know that I can deliver, I shouldn't take that money. No, should anybody else. Because now they can take that money and use it for marketing. Why? Because maybe they want to get another investor and get his money in order to produce the units and just rinse and repeat and keep doing that. Great business, right? Hey, let's start a business. We're going to take the money, not deliver anything, and just rinse and repeat until they forget about it. It is nuts, guys. I hope Atari can do something about this. I hope Atari can bring it home. But who knows, at this point, the Polymega is a clown show. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate your likes, your comments. If you're able to support the channel, go ahead and join us. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care.